Have you been saving and you're ready to do more with your money? Stick around to learn more. Welcome to Money Moves Podcast, the financial podcast without all the fluff.
We're Molly and Caroline, two financial marketing coworkers turned besties, and we're here to help you take control of your cash.
We'll break down everything you need to know to make smart money moves and hopefully not bore you to death.
Think of us as your financial hype squad, bringing you real stories and tips to help you start stacking your cash. So let's start making those money moves. We are not financial experts. We are just two regular people. Always do your own research and ask a professional for personalized advice.
All right, welcome back to Money Moves Podcast by KTVAECU. And today we're talking about that next step in your financial journey.
Well, yeah, let's say that you've watched all the episodes of Money Moves.
Yes.
You're ready. You've got maybe your first loan, your budget's on track. Kind of talking about what's that next step? What are we looking at?
Next?
What's next? Let's say even maybe you're looking to make your money work for you a little bit.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah.
I remember facing this moment in my financial journey where you finally feel like, okay, I've saved up a little bit of money.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a steady paycheck coming in. It's no more just random jobs here and there.
That's a big one.
What can I do now? What's that next step for me?
Let's start at the basics. When you are ready to start looking for a different type of account that might work harder for you, you're looking at something called APY.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain to us what APY is, Molly?
Sure. So APY stands for Annual Percentage Yield, and you'll see that with accounts that are like deposit accounts. So checking accounts, savings accounts, those are the things that you're looking for.
Yeah.
And basically APY is your dividend rate.
Yeah.
And any compounded dividends it's earning along the way is included in that. So like with some of these accounts that we're going to talk about today, you put some money in for a certain amount of time in some cases. You earn APY on that money over a period of time. So if it compounds monthly or quarterly, just depending, then you're earning money on the money that you're earning.
Yeah.
So you're earning on your earning.
Yeah, you're earning on your earning. And I think that's something that people don't realize is your checking account and your savings account have an APY. When I was first starting out, did not know that.
Yeah.
I think at one point I got like 10 cents back for the year or something like that. And I was like, where'd this come from?
The method.
Like, that's weird. Like, I wasn't, because you know how you do like micro deposits to like connect external accounts? I was like, I'm not doing one of those. I'm not doing one of those. Where'd that come from? Where'd that 10 cents come from?
I'm dead. That is so funny.
So that was my introduction to APY in general. I was like, hold up, wait a minute.
What is this?
What is this? Get this 10 cents out of here.
Yeah.
It's not mine. Someone's hacked me.
Someone's hacked me. I remember when I first heard about I don't know, maybe I was well into my adult life. I just wanted help saving money and faster. And I remember my parents was like, oh, you need to get a CD.
Yeah.
And I come from a generation where CDs were something that you listened on. And I'm like, so like they give you a CD-ROM of your money saved on it? Like, why?
And how do you put your money on it?
I kept asking. They're like, no, it's a CD. And I'm like, I know what you're saying.
I know what a CD is, Mom.
I listen to it every day. So like in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the bank. They're going to give me a CD-ROM of $1,000 certificate CD, whatever that means.
Like, where do I put
like, do I load it in my
CD?
computer? It took me a minute, but we finally got around and finally understood. It has nothing to do with CDs, actually.
Not at all. Yeah. Not at all.
Yeah.
No.
So that's what my first, I didn't really care so much about the APY because I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, like right now is a great time for certificate accounts or high yield accounts is another great one that we have here even at the credit union that have really great rates to help you even earn more money.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. So what is a high yield checking or savings account? Kind of what, like, I feel like that's a lot of words. Yes. When I first heard that, I was like, high yield makes sense. And then what what else?
How?
Yeah, it was
How
just
does
felt
it-
like a lot of words I understood, but I was like, oh.
So a high yield account is similar to what some people may call a money market account.
Yeah.
Sometimes they can be tiered, which means if the account is tiered, once you get to a certain threshold of funds in the account, then you may earn a higher APY rate.
Yeah. Yeah.
But basically, a lot of times with these high yield accounts, they have certain requirements. So, for example, you may have to keep or start the account with, let's say, $2,500.
Yep.
And then you earn a higher rate than if it was just sitting in your checking account or your savings account, depending on what type of high yield you're using.
Yeah.
And sometimes it may require like to use your debit card so many times a month or to sign up for direct deposit.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for that next step that's like, okay, I'm ready to earn a little bit more than just what my savings is, it's a really great option.
Yeah, I think when I was first introduced to it, which was here at the credit union, was a high yield checking account. I just thought, because I'm a low risk person in general, like I don't consider myself a high baller or trying anything risky.
Yeah.
But in a lot of areas of life, like I'm not trying the new food, like I'm a low risk person. And so when I found out there was an option with our high yield checking account to kind of, all of the things I'm already doing built in monthly with like my debit card or my transactions that are happening, I was like, what do you mean I can make some extra money from this per year? Like, what do you mean? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Another option that I figured out as an adult is the high yield savings. And it's like, I have that for direct deposit. And it's so nice that you are doing things that you're already doing, but you just get a little bit of an incentive for doing those things.
Yeah.
So
I always say, like, to people that will ask me about, what's the next thing that I can do? It's like, if you have $100 in your account, I mean, something as small as that, go ahead and put that into something that earns more APY.
Yeah.
Because if it's just sitting there from month to month for you, make it work for you.
Yeah. That's such a good transition to one of the accounts that, has something like that for us here, which is the set it and forget it certificate account.
Oh, yeah.
And that one to me is it's a minimum deposit of $25 monthly, which to me, I'm like, okay, take it out. Like, I don't need to see it. Just take it out. Get gone. And I think that's so awesome that there are options out there like that earn money that kind of just like work for what you need them to do, or just like out of sight, out of mind, a very manageable amount that are just coming out of there.
Yes. And one thing I like about that account specifically, the set it and forget it, is because it's one of those accounts that it doesn't require those high minimum balances that some, higher dividend earning accounts require. You can use that as, let's say you have a emergency fund that you have set up. It's probably sitting in a savings account of some sort. Go ahead and put that emergency fund into an account like that, so that at least it's earning more too, instead of just sitting down here in a savings.
100%, which I think, like we were saying at the top of the episode, just, these are things that you can do so easily and that are so easy to work into your routine that you have down already from those good savings and budgeting tips that you already have established, because there are so many account options out there for you. Yeah. And this is just that next step of making your money work for you.
Yeah, you don't even have to do anything.
Yeah,
really.
You literally don't even have to do anything. It's just finding, the checking account or savings account or certificate that works within your starting limits of what you need or what you're already doing in your routine.
Exactly. And I think it's important that when you're shopping around and you're looking, like, figure out what works for you. And if you're not sure what something means, then ask. So I remember, like, when I first got into the banking world, just, hearing like compounded quarterly, compounded monthly, what does that mean? Yeah. And basically that means that at the end of the month, if it's a monthly one, then you're earning the APY, the dividends for that month. Yeah. If it's compounded quarterly, then you're earning it for those 3 months.
That's such a good point to bring up. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, what does that even mean? And so then you get that money, and normally it's like automatically deposited right back into that same account. So if, you got $100 and you earned a couple of dollars for that month, then now the next month you're earning the dollar that you put in there plus the additional dividends that you just earned for this new month. And so it's just sitting there growing and growing.
Yeah. I think that's such a great point to bring up too, of asking questions, because another question I can see people who are just starting out having is those term limits for certificates and what that means. And honestly, what that means and why I consider, my risk assessment being low is because your money is literally locked away. You cannot touch it for the amount of that time, which to me feels like a very safe and secure option. Yeah. But I know some people like the freedom of being able to, touch and access their money whenever they want to. So certificates might not be a great option for someone who needs a little more fluidity still in their journey of savings, but they can be a great option for someone like you said who, they have maybe it's I wouldn't say an emergency fund. I wouldn't lock away your emergency fund, but let's say you've started an additional savings for something. It is great if you don't need to touch it. So that's why I love you saying ask questions, because sometimes when you're starting out, you might not be sure, you might not know what a term limit is or like what those things might affect about your money. Yeah. And I don't think I would have known walking into it unless my mom explained it to me that you can't touch that money. Like once it's away, it's away for that set amount of time because you are letting it grow.
Yeah. And that's another thing is I know at first I was really actually kind of afraid of certificate accounts because it's like, wait, I got to lock my money up for a year, 3 years, 5 years in some cases. Yeah. And so at first I was like, I don't understand why I would want to do that. Well, who would want to lock their money up that long? I might need it. So there are options out there where there's like a 6 month. And so for me, when I first started, I was like, let me try a little 6 month. Let's see how that goes. And then maybe we work up to a big daddy one. Yeah. That's what I always kind of like approached it. Yeah. Now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. The longer certificate locks in that rate for longer. Yep. So I get it now. But like, man, at first I was like, I'm not locking my money up that long.
No, 100%. I completely agree. But I think you just explained it so well. If you can do that, really great option if you can find the like opening amount and also the rate and term limit that works for you.
Yeah. So I think you've been using a high yield checking or savings.
I've been using high yield savings.
High yield savings for quite a minute now. So like talk about like what made you first like jump into that world. What did you do to get started? Because like you said, like high yield, what does this exactly mean?
Yeah. I think for me, I love being able to touch and move around my money a lot. And one of the things that I was looking for was a lower debit card transaction limit, because previously, I had high yield checking, and I was looking for not using my debit card as much, kind of starting the process of switching into using credit card for purchasing and paying off and getting rewards that way, which therefore is lowering my debit card transactions. So I was like, there has to be something out there. And I actually saw on TikTok that there were high yield savings accounts, and that's how I stumbled upon the one that I use now, which is great because that way I have my checking and I just move everything I want to move into savings, and it has different sub accounts, which I know that we've talked about. That's how I do my budgeting anyway. So I just stick it in the little savings where I want it to go.
So I think maybe real quick. Real cap.
Okay, cap.
Real quick, just to make sure that we're super clear. A certificate account a lot of times locks your money up for a period of time for a rate. A high yield savings or a high yield checking account, it's not necessarily locked up, but there may be requirements that you have to meet in order to earn that higher dividend rate. So it just depends on what works best for you.
Yeah, basically I was in a phase of life where I'm like, I don't want no rules. Yeah. I want to make the rules. So I chose
no
kind
rules,
of an option.
But actually you have to follow these rules.
Yeah, except for the ones that I want to follow. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Doesn't mean that I won't fluctuate back and forth, because I like to switch it up. I'm the type of person where I'm not afraid to move my direct deposit for the sake of benefits, which I know I think a lot of people are hesitant to do that. But once your money kind of starts working for you and you get to play out those advantages with direct deposit, like whether it's getting that early or, once you reach that level of money management, it's very empowering, and it allows you to flex around a little bit.
So I can just hear some of our listeners talking to us right now saying, Molly, that's all great. Like, I don't have a ton of money. I don't have a $2,500 to put into a high yield checking or whatever. What can I do? Yeah. I would say, no matter where you are, we say this quite often here on the podcast, just start somewhere. Yes. If you wait till you're ready, so to speak, you're losing out already on dividends that you could already be earning
100%. And I think the misconception is that there's not options out there for you if you are just starting out. And there are. I mean, there are certificates that have no minimum deposit required, just maybe a monthly deposit. Like there are options out there. Just make sure that you're researching them and finding, like I said, what fits for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just start it.
Just start somewhere.
Yeah. Even if you're just starting by Googling, like what is a high yield savings? What is a high yield checking? What is a certificate account? Like there are options out there for sure for you starting out.
And like with any option, there's always a toss up.
Oh my gosh. You're getting too smooth with it.
Too smooth. Tell us about coin toss.
Coin toss is a segment where we toss our giant coin up in the air, and the winner gets to pick a save or splurge, credit card confessional, story time, or I'm trying to think what the other one is.
Those are our big.
Yeah, I think those are the big ones that we usually do.
Yep.
And the loser has to give us their weekly money win, which isn't really a
win.
Oh,
I mean a loss. Sorry.
It really is a flippable coin. Sorry. It could be a win or a loss.
It's really a
loss.
win.
It's a win.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I got caught away into the
So our loser has to give their win.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's your turn to
toss. Here we go.
Tails.
Ooh.
Heads. Okay. What are you going to talk about? There's so many choices.
This is a big one.
Okay.
Have you heard of Labubus?
What?
I'm going to give everyone a warning. This is a save or splurge, and also a moment of shame for myself.
Oh no!
Yeah. So
first of all,
have you
tell Molly
heard
what it is?
So you don't know what a Labubu or a Lafufu is? Okay. I have to get my phone for this. So a Labubu is a doll.
Are you pulling one over on me?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I kid you not. And they have this little TikTok song. It's like la boo, la boo, la boo.
What? No, hold up. I need to see what you're talking about.
So there's this store out in like the West Coast called Pop Mart.
Okay.
And it's like all like tchotchkes and trinket maxing.
Okay.
I don't know how else to describe it besides for that, because I recently learned what trinket maxing is with the Gen Zs, and I'm doing it immediately. So a Labubu is a doll that is, our producer's going to have to put a picture on the screen of a Labubu. But like a Labubu is this little doll.
I can't wait to see this.
They look like this. Which is the exact reaction I had to the Labubus, because I was like, I don't know. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough, is it not? Here, let me show you some other ones.
Oh my gosh.
So
I'm dead.
This is a long story time, so I'm sorry. So yeah, they come on this little keychain, and
Okay.
people are putting them on their bags.
Okay.
And let's talk about how I fell into this rabbit hole, right? So I'm on TikTok, and there's this girl who's talking about me getting robbed, but my Labubu's on my bag, and they're doing like a little sketch, and she's like, no, wait, no. And she's like, she unclips her Labubu and gives the robber the purse and like walks away.
No.
Because these things are going for like crazy amounts of money.
Okay, tell me, like, give me any, like, how big are they, first of all?
They're like big as in like size big.
Yeah.
They're like probably like palm size.
Okay.
And then the little keychains on the top.
And like, how much are these little guys going for?
So that's the funny thing is I don't know, because I bought a Lafufu, which is a fake one. So
now
I was
you're
down this
talking,
rabbit
my
hole,
son.
and I was like, this is crazy. Like,
Okay.
these are so ugly. And then I went to bed, and it's like I woke up and a demon possessed me, and I was like, I have to have a Labubu
I
right
must
now.
own one
I
now.
must own one. I want to be trendy, because I saw a girl, if you watch the TV show Love Island, a girl from last season had a Labubu on her bag, and I was like, they're popping off. I need to get one. I need to get one.
Off.
And I was not thinking with my money moves brain. I was thinking with it was
Your Labubu brain,
my
apparently.
Labubu brain. That was Labubu Carol. And I don't know what she was thinking. I didn't even I was on TikTok. I got a sponsored ad for a Labubu doll shop, and I just went and bought it.
So
it was
this is a
$25.
Splurge then.
Unfortunately, yes.
And like, what's the lure? Like, why do I need this?
Why do you need this? Is because the Gen Zs are telling us it's cool to put on your bag. And that's
because it's cool.
The thing is, it's like I lost all control. I just saw people who were vibing with it, and I was like, I want one.
Oh my gosh.
The other downside is this also brought me to Bunny Lulu's, which like I actually purchased a legit Bunny Lulu, which is another little bag charm, and it's on my purse, like, as we speak. Cutest thing ever. I'm obsessed with it. But my Save or Splurge
So you've bought 2 things now.
Yes, is that I've bought 2 things now that I definitely shouldn't have bought because the Labubu/Lafufu is still not even here.
Oh.
It's not even here.
How long has it been in transport?
It's not even in transport.
Oh, no.
I got scammed for sure.
Oh, no.
I'm hoping by talking about it here now on the podcast that I'm manifesting that it somehow makes it to our house. Because, like, the crazy thing is the Labubus are so popular that the Lafufus are reselling for, like, crazy amounts. Like, people want the fake ones,
like
too.
The modern-day Beanie Baby scandal.
It is. It is. It's also just, like, it's a crazy little subculture of, like, I didn't even realize existed, of which kind of getting even deeper into it is called like blind box buying, which I don't know if you've seen that, but it's like, it's literally like just you get a box with a supposed trinket in it and you don't know what the trinket is. It's
I love that kind of stuff.
It's like the what are those called? Mini brands, like the little balls and stuff that you can get and you pop them open with the so I didn't even know that was a thing that existed, but I now know that I am very prone to being suckered into it, so I gotta stay away. It's just like the water bottle trend of like everyone has the nice water bottle, right?
Yeah.
I won't fall victim to it next time. I'll do better next time.
Do we need an intervention?
Maybe.
Here's my thing.
I'll do better next time.
You're splurging. I can appreciate these trinket things.
Yeah.
I see people have them on their bags. I am a person that cannot have those things. I can't have nice things. I'm just kidding. No, I can't have those because I am so rough with my bags.
I get that.
That little Labubu be boo-boobing down the street.
down the street.
Because he'll be gone.
He'll be gone. Molly sling her bag. Boing! Labubu went la-bye-bye.
Yes. I tried to do like, there was like this whole thing for a minute with like the buttons and stuff on your bag. Mm-hmm. And pins. I lost them all.
Yeah, I get that. I really do. I think
I'll be
for
saving.
me, it's... I don't regret my spend because I think that the little trinket and tchotchke trend is very healing to my inner child. So I love my Bunny Lulu. I'm obsessed. But...
that she doesn't have yet.
No, my Bunny Lulu I have. I don't have my
the
Labubu.
Fufu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll not be doing this again. I won't. I'll stand strong next time.
Stand strong. All of your supporters will be supporting you along the way.
I know my money movers got me.
Yeah, money movers out there.
The Money Move Army, they've got my back.
Money Move Army, wow.
They've got my back. I know it. They'll help me stand strong.
They'll help you stand strong.
In my convictions next time. They'll help me stand up.
I love this.
In the back of my head, I immediately purchased it and I was like, oop, that was not good.
That probably wasn't the best money move I've made today.
No.
She said, nah.
So, but I've confessed it, so I feel like I'm...
This was a confessional, too.
Yeah, I feel like I've done better.
You've confessed and you've splurged.
And I've splurged.
I will confess that I probably would save for myself just because of my...
Your bag
crazy
tendencies.
backpack. Yeah, my bag
fair.
tendencies.
That's fair.
They just be wild out there.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll share my money win so that, you can give me a hard time about what I do, I guess.
Yeah.
So my husband and I have a membership to Costco. And we just got a reward certificate in the mail, $75.
Ooh!
Yes, $75 award certificate that we get to spend on whatever we want. So that's my money win because I was able to go in.
Wait, that's so slay.
It's like free money, right?
Yeah.
And we used it to buy a new beach chair. Well, I'm calling it a beach chair. It's not really for the beach. It's for our house, but.
Whoa, I love that.
Yeah.
That's
I was
iconic.
so stoked. I was like, yes.
That's a good amount of rewards, too.
Yes. Now, what did I have to spend to get there? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Don't know. But we were consistent, and that's what matters in the money moves.
Now we're using those savings.
Exactly.
Yes. That's my money win. That's what I got for you this week.
I love it. Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like my confessional was really bad and yours was really fun.
No, don't feel bad.
That's all right.
We all make a splurge.
And now and again.
For some of us, it's leggings. For some of us, it's Labubu's.
And that's fine.
And that's or cups, whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's good.
You do the small things, and they all add up to a big thing.
So
compound.
And we learned about that.
Well, everybody, we appreciate you joining us for this episode of Money Moves. If you have any topics you want to cover or you just want to send us a message, you can email us at podcast@tvacreditunion.com.
And if you just can't get enough of us, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you are on social. We'll be there too at TVA Credit Union.
And with that, keep making those money moves.